21st century equivalent of literacy, in my opinion, is technological literacy.
Projects are very good activities for students to do for a number of reasons. First, they get to learn the technology of the production as well as the delivery method. So to understand what goes behind it and how it works will really prepare the students for the future of media and communications.
The medium itself, the technology of the podcast rather, is an enabler that's bringing disparate groups across campus together, because one group is sort of promoting what another group is doing.
The most challenging part was definitely the editing phase. It takes a really long time and it's a big learning curve.
Also, I think another difficult part was getting all your ideas out, because just, you know, having this, oh, I want to make a great podcast, it's getting that storyboard laid out of I want to have this first and then this second and this third was a more difficult way to put your ideas onto paper, and that was challenging on its own.
I thought the podcast was a really beneficial experience for the students in terms of learning how to make a storyboard and go through the entire process of videotaping, interviewing, and editing, and then coming out with a finished product that you were pretty proud of.
I really didn't know anything about Arts Lehigh. I didn't know anything about the plays. The only thing I knew about Zollner was their parking garage. So doing this podcast really made me aware of all the different opportunities you have at Lehigh to get into the arts, get into the music, get into all the different plays.
Podcast productions are an excellent activity for understanding team work as well as timeline management and adherence to milestones. When students understand how to divvy up a large project into smaller, doable pieces, it's a way of learning how to pace major projects as a team.
To me, this is sort of the next phase of communication, where individuals can achieve this rather than basically a production house or a production studio, which was the way it was monopolized in the past.
It takes multitasking to a whole new level of being able not only to deliver but also to receive information. Podcasts are going to be a very important method of understanding how we get information and how we share information in the future.
So its portability is relatively inexpensive and it's ubiquitous. So it's available everywhere because of the devices like iPhone or iPod, and most of us will have one in the next few years.
Jeez, I'm trying to think.
Can I cut it? Can I call cut? I just don't want it to be so obvious as if there's a camera out there. Okay.
Um,
Thank you.